Oh yeah, John Mansell, exboozehound again. It's been a while since I've done a vlog, and I've been meaning to do one for a while. In actual fact, I was thinking about doing two. I think I decided to put them both together. So I do apologise if I witter on a bit too much. I'm sitting in Lizo's park, but I'm sitting in my car because I've got a bit of man flu and it's cold out there, and I'm pathetic with a bit of man flu. I decided to bring these two vlogs together. I'm just going to call this one 2018 so far, because unfortunately I missed doing a vlog last weekend or the weekend before, because Sunday the 18th of February I celebrated, if you want to use that word, 15 years booze free. Now it's a strange thing really, because you'd think that is a positive day, but it generally doesn't feel positive for me. It feels it's just another day. I have got 2003 tattooed on me because it is an important year, but part of it is that I've said this before, but I remember last year when I turned 14 years, my alcoholic mind started thinking, well, when you hit 15 years, yeah, you'll be all right, you can start drinking, you can handle it. And I thought a bit like that a little bit this weekend, you know, I really fancy a drink. You know I haven't done everything right. Maybe if I'd done AA more, I'd be in a different place, but I didn't get on with it. I still miss it. I miss the booze. I think I posted something on Instagram with a glass of Stella Artois saying I still miss my mistress. But never mind, you know, at the end of the day, it's still a good thing. 2018, I'm now 15 years booze free, and you know, chances are if I hadn't have given up when I'd given up, I'd either be, well, I'd probably be dead, to be fair. So, so that was it's a good thing. I want to do 2018 so far because I want to try and explain to people a little bit that I'm approaching 2018 slightly differently to how I have done before. I'm incredibly fortunate to have two guys that I've sort of mentored, a guy called Ken McCauley and a guy called John Healy. And they're currently working with Rethink under the name of Today Together, which is something I started. They're putting together a new peer support group. And I've sort of said that because John and Ken are sort of working, doing the stuff on the ground, I'm going to try and do a bit more of what I do best, which is going around annoying people and making them listen to me. But that, in a way, has had... It's making things a little bit difficult for me, and I don't want you to feel sorry, that's not what it's about. I'm going to let you into a little secret. John recently sent me a text, and I put it onto my I likes it board, and he said, you tread the balance between mental illness and reality better than virtually anyone I know. You help people when you're suffering yourself, and you seem to do it without demand for reward or recognition. Now, that text meant an awful lot to me, but it sort of, is it polarises? I don't know, something. It's sort of, I feel at the moment I'm letting down more people than I'm helping. Just an example, I haven't been able to catch up with Twitter recently. I've done 3.5 hours catching up with email this morning. I know on Twitter I've got 20-30 DMs that I've just not had a chance to look at yet. And that makes me feel as if I'm letting people down. But this little secret that I'm going to let you into with regard to John's text, you know, tread the balance between mental illness and reality better than virtually anyone I know. The way I do that is by being very, very selfish and trying to... Basically, last time I managed to catch up with DMs on Twitter, I saw myself typing a couple of times, sorry I haven't been back to you, I've been really busy, and when I'm not busy, I'm recovering ready for the next stuff that I've got to do. And that's where the little secret is that, you know, it's, you know, a lot of the afternoons over the last few weeks, even though I've been stable, I've literally been in a dark room watching crap on telly, you know, and that's the only way I survive. I get out, I do my little bits and pieces, I come back, and then I have to just do nothing. And just for an example as to what I've been involved with so far this, you know, in the last few weeks in 2018, I do myself a list. I went to the Dudley MCP Substance Misuse Workshop. I did a chat at Woodside Day Centre User Forum. It's a user forum that is run by a guy called Michael Sidaway, and I'm very proud to know him. He does some amazing stuff, and it was great to go and speak to those guys there with my experience, and you know, and hopefully I got across to them, you know, how I deal with life. And then great night, the West Midlands Combined Authority Mental Health Commission. Oh, that's wrong. No, the next meeting was West Midlands Combined Authority Mental Health Commission Citizens Jury. We just met up to see where we was going with things. Then I met with a guy called Mark Woodward from Rethink with regards to a new Today Together group, peer support group, which in the main is John Ken and Mark sorting that out. I then had a meeting with Mark Axel, Chief Executive of Dudley and Walsall Mental Health Trust, and then the great night at the West Midlands Combined Authority Thrive Awards, where I was honoured to win the Mental Health Star for Dudley, which makes me sound like a newspaper, but it's a brilliant start to 2018, and it means a lot to me because, yes, I've had awards before, and they're brilliant. They're absolutely fantastic. I couldn't be prouder. But the great thing about the West Midlands Combined Authority is it's the West Midlands Combined Authority. It hasn't got borders like most of the other stuff that I do, when it's either Black Country or Dudley or Walsall, and that drives you insane. The West Midlands Combined Authority, you know, run by Sean Russell, who's the Director of Implementation, is something that I'm really proud to be part of, and I know there's already some great stuff happening, and there will be some more great stuff going on. So I was very, very proud to win that award. I went to Dudley CIL Dinner for Dignity, and CIL stands for Centre for Inclusive Living. They're doing a great piece of work with regard to a dignity charter. It seems odd that we'd have to put right down what people need in order to be dealt with in a dignified way, but it's really, really important, and I'm looking forward to seeing that charter when it comes out. So that's the Dudley CIL, Centre for Inclusive Living, Dinner for Dignity, and that was at the Queen Cross Network in Dudley. I've been to the Dudley MCP Substance Misuse Task and Finish Group. I met up with a guy called John Goodman from the Big Lotto Fund, just a conversation. Basically, the conversation came out that I have to become a charity in order to apply for funding. So at some point this year, Today Together will become a charity. I know I've looked at it before, and it's complicated, but it needs to be done. I've been to a PD Day, Innovation for Change, proposing a new pathway for personality disorders. Had a meeting with a lady called Tracy from the NHS about presenting my story to the Dudley and Walsall Mental Health Trust Board of Directors. And I've got a couple of things on this week. Now, the reason that I've said all that is I want people to realise that I'm not ignoring them. I really am. If I feel like I'm letting you down, I really am sorry. But you know what it's like in your life, that you can deal with things sometimes and other times you can't. These days I've got Messenger notifications switched off. And it makes me feel really selfish. It makes me feel as if I'm letting people down, but I have to do it in order for me to keep myself well. And this isn't just about me moaning about stuff. I'm really proud that people want to be in contact with me. I'm not moaning. I'm just saying that, you know, it is difficult to keep up with everything, and you know, if you feel like I've let you down, I really am sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. I just want you to know that, you know, at the moment, I'm trying to move with the networks that I've made over the last few years and make the most of them, and try and make a difference higher up. And I know that sounds horrible, but, you know, make these people who are in charge and make the decisions, and you know, and change things, make them understand, you know, what we suffer with and what we feel, you know, is the way forward. Now, I say we, it's the royal we. I just give my opinion, and I get my opinion as well from feedback I get from you guys also. So hopefully I'm representing you in the right way. That's about it, really. I mean, you know, it's gone on for 11 minutes, and I hope it doesn't come across I'm moaning. I'm not. I'm just trying to explain that I'm really sorry that I do feel as if I'm letting people down. But, you know, I have to, just like you do, just like everybody else does. The reason that I'm able to, as John says, tread the balance between mental illness and reality better than virtually anyone he knows, is because behind the scenes I do look after myself, and I feel selfish for doing it, but you guys need to do the same as well. You know, if you don't look after yourself first, you've got no chance. So I am going to try a bit better. I'm going to try and keep up with Twitter more often and my emails more often. But just so you know, I'm not sitting back doing nothing. I am out there going to these meetings with the people who make the decisions and making them understand that they have to make their decisions better and quicker. That's it. I hope, well, I don't know. I don't know whether this has been a good vlog or a bad vlog or a pointless vlog. I don't know. But I hope people understand why I'm not in touch with them on a regular basis. It's the way I cope. I need to find a better coping mechanism but that's that. Thank you for listening for this long. Apologies for going on too long, and I'll catch you all soon. See you later. Keep your eye out as well for more stuff about Today Together, because that's what I'm putting my weight behind more this year. Exboozehound will still be me, but I think Today Together has got more positive connotations with regard to the reason it's called Today Together is that we've got to work together, and we've got to make that difference today. Catch you all soon. Ta-ra.